Hi, I'm Blaine with Advanced Real Estate.
Hi, I'm Kyle here at Fairway Independent Mortgage in Crown Point.
Happy, what month is it?
September 1st.
Wow, it's moving right along.
Year flew by, you blinked. So.
School is starting and fall is on the way. So as we move into the fall, we are going to go over a few things on 4 do's and 4 don'ts if you're just starting to look in real estate right now, looking for your next home or looking for your first home, whatever it may be. So why don't you hit us on the first one, first do.
Sure. From the lending perspective, a good kind of golden rule or a first do that you would want is partner with somebody local. Work with local advocates that are going to be in your corner, going to support you, going to have your best interests at heart. It's easy to get wrapped up in the advertising of online or, hey, I saw this really low number, or I saw this really cool free service. Just dive in a little deeper and find out more about that in order to know who's got your best interest at heart and know that we have your back when we partner together and are out there together with you. So from the lending perspective, work with a local advocate. It can help your odds of getting that house closed and approved and offer accepted.
Yeah, and that's something us and our team have always been pushed to, work with local lenders. There's a lot of benefits to it and cons for not doing it. So anyway, my first do is know your end goal. I know it's easy to start thinking about bedrooms, bathrooms, car garage, and while they're all important, know your end goal. Are you looking to move somewhere because of a certain situation? Do you need to just relocate? Do you need to upgrade, downgrade? What is your end goal? And if we know that, we can better help you move forward on the smaller details on what you may need. So if you know your end goal, we can better help you, and we don't benefit unless you get to that end goal. So first, don't.
Great point. This is important when there's so many. They do say it's more about what you don't do than what you do. But I think an important one would be job changes. If you have just started a new job, or if you have started the pre-approval process and started the home buying process with somebody, whether it's us or anyone else, if you're changing jobs or looking to, please let that team know. The type of pay could cause a factor. The type of hours could cause that's a variable, as well as the line of work that it is. If it's a completely new line of work to you, depending on what loan program that is, that could be a hurdle to overcome or not. So start the conversation sooner than later if you're going through a job change or looking to during the process. So if you can avoid it, obviously avoid it, but that would be my first don't.
Yeah, just don't hide anything.
Yeah,
it's really what it
be
comes
an
down
open
to.
book. Yeah, be an open book.
We're here to help you, and we, if there's any changes coming or happening, you just need to know so there's no hiccups later down the road.
The communication, we always say that's going to open up and have a smooth transaction and an efficient transaction. That's the beauty, is just having that open lines of communication, and that's another, again, ties into know your end goal, but also working with somebody local as well. Right. We're here for you.
Now, my first don't is don't get discouraged. I know that can be easy. I've seen a lot of people get discouraged, especially with today's market. And I think most of that's been because of what they're seeing on the media, the social media, all of the outlets, what they're hearing from friends, from family. Just the way humans are these days, negative tends to stick in your mind a little worse. But when it comes down to it, don't get discouraged. Just move on to the next home. There's plenty of options out there. We'll find you what you need. So just stick to it, and we'll get you where you need to be.
I like that. It's cool. That's important. Yeah, keep your eye on the prize and don't get discouraged.
Right.
It's, again, working with that local team will get the job done.
That's right.
So my other don't would be new credit. And what we mean by that is, and we actually encourage you to shop around a little bit, because nothing is good or bad until it's compared. You want to, again, lender A, lender B, make sure, again, you're 100% confident and comfortable in who you're working with. But furthermore, in regards to new credit, don't go get pre-approved for a home on a Monday, then go car shopping on Tuesday, and then go look for the new furniture on Wednesday. That will adversely affect your credit score, and it will very, very strongly decrease the odds that you get an approval moving through underwriting. So hold off on the furniture and car shopping after close. So again, you can shop for the same thing, and it's published. through government articles and things like incredible sources, but it's published that you can shop for the same thing within 45 days and it won't adversely affect your score. So please, we encourage you to ask around and get that second opinion because it does matter.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Can't stress that enough.
Yep.
My second don't think that you're in this alone. Like I said, it can be a stressful time when you're making the biggest purchase of your life or the next biggest purchase of your life. Usually when people buy a home, that's exactly the situation. Or if they're trying to juggle buying and selling at the same time, that can be even more stressful.
Yes.
Especially because you don't want to be out of a home without having the next one set up. So it can be extreme. There can be a lot of stress involved.
Yeah.
But don't think that you're in it alone. That's why I love the slogan, professionals hire professionals. And that's what we're here for. Like, my first do is to know your goal. We are here to help you get to that goal. So as long as you know you're not in it alone, let us do the stress for you and the work for you. And we will listen to you to make sure we know what your needs and wants are and help you get to that end goal. So yeah, just even if it's the smallest concern or question, that's what we're here for.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
All right, let's do our last do's.
Yeah, the last one I have would be stay organized. And leading up to that pre-approval point, if you know you're starting to house shop or have your most recent month of pay stubs on hand, have the bank statement together from where the down payment is going to be coming from if you are truly using your own liquid assets to buy the home or put that money down. Have your 19 and 20 W-2s on hand for all jobs worked. So even if you have multiple jobs, and we can get into that in another video, even if you have multiple jobs, just keep those W-2s organized so we can document that path that you had during those years. So bank statement, W-2s, most recent month of pay stub. If you are self-employed, it gets a little trickier in terms of documentation. I recommend if you're self-employed, just have your tax returns handy and all of the schedules as long as as well as a current year-to-date profit and loss, and then an ID. And there could be other things depending on if you're a veteran, some veteran-specific items might be needed. Or if you're going through a bankruptcy, some of those documents may be needed. So, but again, that is the power in, again, working with somebody local and starting the process sooner than later. And I will say this, it costs you nothing to get pre-approved. It costs you nothing to start that conversation. We are an open book. I'm available 24/7 if I'm not holding my baby. So don't hesitate to ask us these questions in depth after this video as well. So.
Yeah, it's nice to know you have a lender that's available on the weekends.
Yep.
Not everyone is, or because you may go with the big name in town or the big name in the country, and you're talking to someone in Omaha, Nebraska, and they're nowhere to be found on the weekends. Only 9 to 5.
Yep.
If you're lucky. So
it's real estate doesn't sleep, so we understand that. So
people ask me when I have a day off, I'm like, what? What's a day off?
What's a day off? Right.
But I love it. When you love what you do, it doesn't matter. So make it work. So my last do is know your limits. I know we talked about knowing your end goal. But the next thing we really need to know is your limits. Where are your limits financially? And where are your limits on living status, what you need? It kind of ties in with your end goal. How many bedrooms do you need? What's the lowest you can go? What are your limits to make work for you? Or do you need office space, number car garage, a certain amount of acreage for whatever it may be. So just to know what your limits are on all aspects really helps you get to the primary is knowing what your goal is. So when you have all that ready, give us a call. We're here to answer any of those questions, concerns, whatever, get the ball rolling and just see where you're at to start with. And if you're not ready right now, whether it's a credit aspect or financial or just tying up some loose ends on a personal thing, whatever it may be, we can help you get ready to get where you want. Yep. To be like, okay, can I look in spring? And we can look to see what it'll get you to where you need to be.
Absolutely.
To get ready at that point.
That's a great point because everyone can buy a home. It's just a matter of time. Sometimes that time is credit or pay or job or asset related. But again, when it costs you nothing to start that process, allowing us to roll out that plan for you and say, if you do X, Y, Z, in around about this time frame, you should be ready. I've had clients be 2-year-long clients because they were working on credit or working on a new job, and they closed this past summer, and it was so rewarding and fulfilling to see that, and I love seeing that for them. So again, we're in your corner, we're in your community, we're local. Add us on Facebook. I'll give you our website so you can follow that as well, but whatever you guys need to use us as a resource, and we'll help you get the job done.
Yeah. If you need anything, just reach out, and we will see you next month. If you have any ideas on what you want to know about next, comment below on what you want us to talk about.
Absolutely. Yeah, I want you guys to know you're in the driver's seat. While we're just following guidelines and what do's and don'ts are, we want to know what you're interested in and address that directly. So we'd love to do some videos on that too. So
sounds good. Awesome. All right.